Well, I've always told you guys, you never know what you're gonna do if you're in the dirt business. So I've got the 50 with me today. Need fuel in my tank. I wasn't planning on burning a lot of fuel because we were going to use the mulcher today and mulch the rest of that property line back here that we did with the Simatech. So I knew I was a little low in my tank, so I went to fill up the excavator, and I might have a little over half a tank. My buddy right up the road, it's too wet for him to get into his properties. You see, you know, mud and stuff in ours too, but just so happens that this road's pretty dry. You see that tube back there? We need to cross a creek right there. That's where the blowout or the erosion is, right there through the dike. So we're gonna dump some loads here and get this road kind of elevated. You know, it kind of goes like that. We're gonna have it go like that, so where this grass is right here, it's gonna be the same elevation across. So then we'll put the tube in about where it's at, so then Dad, whenever he wants to access the back side of the breach, is what we call it, he could go back here and get across with the mower, the truck, whatever. Well, we were just going to put the tube in and drive across that grass, but we'll take the free dirt and put it in the ditch that's here, and we'll start filling up the breach. So then if it dries up next week, I can take my skid loader and cut all that mud out there, and we're going to cut it down to where it all goes through the breach. And then we'll have good access. It'll all be graded to where if it rains, it'll be fairly dry, but we'll have access to the back side of the property instead of going over here and, you know, making big ruts in the mud, kind of like I did the other day. You see, you can't tell how deep that is, but it's about a foot deep over there where you see that dirt kind of mounded up. That's like a foot deep ditch that I made with my tracks. So hopefully I don't run out of fuel. I think we got some fuel in the fuel can back here. I was going to fill up on the way home. I knew I had enough dirt to do what we needed to do today, but I'm doing something different now, and I would have brought the skid loader. Anyways, it is what it is. Let's make the best of it. We'll get you on the glass, and we may have our first dump truck coming. It sounds like we got a truck coming, so we'll see. Let's do it. change that. Here comes another load. Let's see how bad it pumps. She knows to back to my bucket. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Ground pumping. Watch for ground movement under the tires. Pretty pillowy and soft. Maybe getting a little better. Back with the skid loader. Got like 4 or 5 miles here. We're just pushing them in. I can cut grade and all that later, but I need to make room for more dump truck loads. Kind of cleaned up the road a little bit, best I could real quick. Just to get a little bit of maintenance on it, because I've been gone for not very long, but she's got, I don't know, 3 or 4 loads in here, and the top of the left is there, literally right up the road. This is pretty wet material. I mean, it's heavy. Clay and dirt. put a tube in here for a driveway. So this flat spot here is going to be his drive lane going across, and then I'll take the excavator and cut a ditch down to it, and then I think this will have fall on it in here. And I need to get the other side cut first before I get this all roughed in. But anyways, it gives me kind of a flat spot to get across, because here comes the dump truck again. My dad's having fun guiding the dump truck. Dig a ditch through there, and it said, "No way, sucker." So I'm gonna have to do it with a hoe. So this is not fun at all. I'm having to multitask, so I'm using the 75. Well, and then I'm using the 75, I guess. 75. I never realized that. I have a 75 and a 75. I don't know. Anyways, so what we got going on, let's just show you guys. I have to go up and get a power cord. My battery's dying, or about dead. Let's take that, throw that in here. Doesn't get a tire. We were getting really good fill dirt, this real good clay black dirt mix. Well, now we've got cleanup. It's got some clay, it's got some gravel, and anyways, doesn't matter. We're using it for ditch liner. We're just putting it in ditch, filling in that void. It's gonna have multiple lifts in it. So what I've got going on is I've got a ditch ran all the way down here. Water runs from there to here. And what we're going to do is put a tube in, I don't know, say about right there, and then I'll get on that side of the ditch. I'm just going to have to guesstimate my height. I'm probably going to drop the tube down a little bit from my trench right there, and then that way I can cut that ditch and then leave me a little cofferdam to hold the water back, so I'm not grading in the water, and in that way I can cut grade, and then if I have to touch it up, I can use the other 75, but I'm gonna grade it with the 75. It's kind of funny. But anyways, hopefully all that water will get into the trench. That all runs downhill. You can see how much grade. I mean, that's basically flat. That's why it's the lowest point out of everything around. I mean, dike included. It is the lowest point, and it is a big flat dish plate area. I don't know. Anyways, so what we're doing, I've got my ditch cut there, just roughed in. I didn't worry about making it real pretty. I did walk it in a bunch, but it is lifted up, you know, a couple feet at a time. And as long as we keep getting dirt, I'm just going to keep putting dirt in here and pushing it down so I can get a floor in this. And then I'm going to have that there just draining on through there. Because at some point in time, we're going to take the dike out and shove it down in there, and then take the rest of that black dirt and stockpile it somewhere, because a lot of that's black dirt. And then the scraper's going to come up. The dozer will kind of make a ramp for the scraper. So it'd be nice if we had this filled in and, you know, save labor on that. They can just start rolling. Then the scraper's going to come. Let's see where the camera's showing. The scraper's going to go on top of the dike. It's going to ramp down, and it's going to take from here to the first part of this rise about right there, and then it rises up again. Well, from here to, you know, at my feet, it's about 2.5 feet, maybe 3 foot. I mean, it's 3 foot over on this side. It tapers off to about 2.5 feet. We're going to take at least half of that off, and that's going to be our grade. So we're still going to lift this up about a foot, 1.5 feet. But the scraper's literally going to go down. It's going to go down the road we make. We're going to take that gravel and push it up there to the front, and we're going to lift up just beyond the gravel. Oh, let's see, all the way across here with the scraper. All that's going to be flattened out. There's a bowl right here. We're going to make it flat grade coming down instead of a bowl, and then the bowl's coming this way. So everything right now is going this way and that way. We're just going to make it go like this, if that makes sense. Gonna build a house pad over here at some point in time. If we get into some really good clay in the pond, we're gonna build a house pad there and make a raised area. And then we're gonna do a shop, probably this top bench elevation on the other side of the dike. And that's where his shop's gonna be. And we ought to be in good shape. But here's our road that we fought with this morning. We're still fighting with it. It's got a heck of a soft spot in it, and I can't keep it out of it. The rest of it's okay. I mean, it does look like a roller coaster, but she's just jumping on the high spots. I don't think we have many loads left, and this is really good type material, but as you know, if you don't have good base to put material on, it doesn't matter what you put on it. It's just not going to hold up. And that's case in point. It was last minute doing this. I thought, well, if we can get them down there, we'll fill the ditch in and get that alleviated. Generally, I'd cut all the bad material out and build us a good access road. I didn't have the time. I had about 30 minutes. That's why I showed up with the Mini first. That wasn't working, so I had to go get the skid loader. So anyways, luckily it's about 10 minutes up the road. I'm gonna get a charger, and I'll get you a turn or two in the skid loader. It's gonna take a little bit. Now they're loading with a skid loader instead of the 953. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe they moved to a different lot or something, I don't know. But this is where the shop site's gonna be. We're basically gonna push this dike off, and we'll have the shop over there. We'll dig frost fittings or pier it or something. I don't know what we're gonna do, but anyways, we'll get you guys charged back up, and then we'll get you back on the glass and do a couple more turns. I just wanted to give you an update. It's coming along. It's coming along. Now it's going to rain again tonight. It's supposed to rain here in like 2 hours. It's supposed to rain half the night again. I don't know. It's going to drive me crazy. We can't get anything done. It rains like every other day. It is what it is. All right, you guys hang out.